Hi friends, welcome to Insults. Today it is the 86th episode in the Geography series. So today we're going to discuss about another nation of the world, and that is the 66th largest nation. Then that is Malaysia. Yes, a country where I used to live for 7 years of my 10-year-old life. Think about that. More than half of my life was spent there. Yeah, look at that. So let's just quickly draw Malaysia. So Malaysia is not just one piece, but two separate pieces. Yeah, these are the two mainlands of the nation. Normally a nation has one mainland, but this nation has two mainlands. Two mainlands? That's a tongue twister. Yes. So just like usual, we're going to start off with the bordering nations of the country. Yes. So first to the north, there is the country of Thailand, which is Thai. And then to the south, the north, here, that means for the other western island, the eastern island, there's Brunei, the small nation, the small monarchy. And then to the south of the eastern island, the eastern Borneo chunk, there is the Indonesian nation on Borneo. Yes. So there are three nations on one island. Yes, which is Borneo. That island is Borneo. So see that, look at that. Indonesia, Malaysia and Brunei. Three nations in one mega package. Okay. So, and also it has a small tunnel, that means a small bridge with Singapore. Because Singapore is an island. And how do people from Malaysia go to Singapore without a ferry or things like that? Using a road system, just a bridge.
Have you visited Singapore?
Yeah, I have visited in Singapore. So, yeah, out of the three nations I have ever visited in my life, Singapore and Malaysia are two of them. Yes, other from, of course, my native nation, India. Yes. So the capital of the nation is the city of Kuala Lumpur here. There are two capitals of the nation. Kuala Lumpur, the main economic and executive region, as well as legislative capital. Meanwhile, there's another capital a bit more western to Kuala Lumpur, and that is the city, the federal territory of Putrajaya. Yes, it is the main administrative and executive capital of the nation. So the country is, Malaysia is a monarchy country. Yes, that means it has a king, a monarch as head. But it is also kind of a parliamentary monarchy with prime ministers as well. Yes. So next, let's look at the economy. So a big chunk of the country's economy comes from the service sector, the tertiary sector. Meanwhile, the second big chunk, that means the largest minority, comes from, guess it, from the second sector, and that is the industrial sector. And another part of the country is from the agriculture part, yes, of the economy. Yes, so that is the main economy. So now let's just go through a quick history. So once upon a time there were many separate kingdoms, of course, just like pretty much all Southeast Asian nations. So again, then in the 18th century, you know what the Europeans do. They come, they take over the land, and they just keep it under them until those nations get independence. So it was the same case for Malaysia. Malaysia was ruled under the British. So these two used to be separate colonies, Malaysia and Sarawak and then Sabah. Yes, there were three colonies inside Malaysia, as well as Singapore was separate part, but it was still counted as Malaysia and was also under the British. Yes. So in 1948, the Republic of Malay got independence. Not full independence, it was a protectorate under the British. Finally in 1957, it got independence, full independence. Then in 1963, the other colonies of Britain, the other protectorates, Sabah, Sarawak and Singapore, were also united into Malaysia. But Singapore was later expelled because the Malaysians thought they had no use with Singapore. It was a small island. But they were completely wrong. Singapore became very, very rich after that because they are literally in a pretty good cross canal there, where it's a pretty big strait. They can just find the ships going through. Yes. So that is the main history of the nation known as Malaysia. Yes. So now let's see at some other parts of the nation and some other things. So the population of the nation is 33 million people, which makes it the 45th most populous country in the world. And the size of the nation is about 330,000 square kilometers. Yes, now that's pretty big. But not as big as bigger countries. Yes. So this size makes it the 66th largest country in the whole world. Yes. So it is in the Asian group of nations, which is like an economic group in Southeast Asia. Yes, including some other countries like Indonesia, Thailand, and like that. Yes. So the main language used in Malaysia is Malaysian Malay, which sounds kind of confusing. Malaysian Malay. How is that? Yes. So Malay is a bigger language used in some other parts of the Southeast Asia. It is used in Indonesia and known as Indonesian Malay, which is just easily said as Indonesian instead of Indonesian Malay. And it is also used in other regions like Timor-Leste here in south. Yes, like that. So yeah, and last and finally we're going to draw a flag of the nation, just like usual. For the outline we're always going to use black. Okay. So first, this flag is kind of inspired by the American flag. It has a blue part here. So the country is also Muslim majority population. It has stripes like red and white stripes. I don't exactly know how many, but it still has. And there will be a yellow crescent here. Yellow crescent and a star. Yes. So yeah, this is today about the country known as Malaysia. Bye.